Alright guys, so alright then guys, here we go then for season 4 round number 1 for the Australian Grand Prix. Let's see how well we do from P11 on the grid. Here we go then guys.
New drivers, new cars and a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that hosts the first round of a 21 race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe before we eventually reach the season finale at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Raikkonen, Hülkenberg, Sainz, Magnussen and Esteban Ocon, King, Leclerc, Sergio Perez and Gasly, Hartley, Grosjean, Marcus Ericsson and Stoffel van Dorn. Alonso and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
We've qualified above where we expected to be, so try your best to hold on to this position in the race.
Alright guys, here we go then guys for the one and only season 4 round number 1 Australian Grand Prix. Let's see how well we do then from P11 on the grid.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Are you being serious? I think Alcon's getting reset as well to the grid. You're not gonna get a reset to the grid. Yep, Alcon's been reset. Alright guys, here we go then. 5 red lights, and it's lights out. Here we go then for the Australian Grand Prix.
Got that confirmed.
Let's see how long we do then. P8 then. The Williams team, we're going up even higher, we're going into P4 then. Up into P3 then. start here for us then, absolutely, from P11 all the way to P3. Vettel with the fastest lap time then, but we're going to try and make a move on Hamilton then, and we get it done, but we might have to give that position, yeah we do, to give that position back because we cut the track there. Just be a bit more careful, trying to overtake here, that's the only main problem. Careful and if we can, we might try and stay behind Hamilton for a little bit longer, try and take the DRS long. And already a car going out. Fernando Alonso is out of this Grand Prix then. What has happened to Fernando Alonso? Not Fernando Alonso? No, that's Burnline. Where's Fernando Alonso then? Oh, I'm not going to be able to get a picture of him. Yeah, it looks like Fernando Alonso is a bit further back on the grid. Let me just have a quick gander. Oh, I can't. Is there a car over there? No. But Fernando Alonso is out of this Grand Prix. Wait, has he gone down this skate road? No, he hasn't. Interesting. So, Fernando Alonso, anyway, is out of this Grand Prix then, guys. We didn't get DRS on Lewis Hamilton. Looks like we've got another driver going out here as well. Looks like Sebastian Vettel could be out of this Grand Prix, guys. Oh, bloody hell, Vettel.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, copy that.
So Sebastian Vettel is out of this Grand Prix. So Sebastian Vettel is out of this Grand Prix as well then, guys. Oh, massive lock up for Lewis Hamilton there. Let's just see that again. Let's see that lock up on Lewis Hamilton's car there. Look at that. Wow, look at the tyre smoke on that. Oh, you're not going to be able to see him. Right, where's the other McLaren? I know this is not gonna... Well, we know that Fernando Alonso's gone out anyway, so I can sort that out. But massive tyre lock-up for Lewis Hamilton there, as we take the lead off Lewis Hamilton there. 2 drivers out already then, Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel, sorry, so Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel already both out of this Grand Prix then. Mistakes now. That's making. Wow, what is going on with this car? Oh yes, we got the move done this time. Brilliant. is Hamilton pitted for? Where is Lewis Hamilton pitted? It's not no wing damage. Or has it? No, it doesn't look like he's got any problem. We'll see when he pulls pit box. We'll go back on the replay and see where he's pitted. Right, let's have a quick look why Hamilton's pitted then. We're just changing his tyres, fair enough. So Lewis Hamilton's gone in and changed his tyres. We're going to be coming in this lap and changing our tyres. Bit of grass that. Bit of a bad corner that, but yeah. We are not doing too bad. We're sat in pole position at this moment in time. Where are we going to come back out?
Okay, we can take you this lap.
This one, where are we going to return? Like we made the right choice to come back in. We don't make a bad pit stop there. 2.5, not bad. Let's see how well we can do in this race then, guys. Let's see how well we can do. We've got out in front of Lewis Hamilton as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Race leader is in then, the race leader is in. We'll go back into the lead in this Grand Prix then, guys. back into the lead in this Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton with the fastest lap time then.
Lance is in
Teammates
for
pitted
his
now.
stop.
So my teammate Lance Stroll has gone into the pit lane then.
There's 8 laps of fuel remaining.
8 laps, that's not too bad then. To lap number 9 then. Might as well start saving some fuel for the end of the race now, so I might as well start saving some fuel and build up my fuel so I can get all the way until the end of the Grand Prix. I know that's going to give second place a chance to catch up, but we'll see if we can catch up to me. Because at the minute I don't know who's in second place, but I know it's not Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri because they're battling for third and fourth. So I know it's not one of them two in second. To lap number 10 then guys.
You are in first position, front of the pack. Ricardo behind, less than a second separate you. They're on fresh super softs. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. 6 laps to go.
6 laps to go then guys. 6 laps to go until the end of this Grand Prix. And it's Daniel Ricciardo who is behind me. He's only a second behind me guys, but hopefully I can keep him behind me. Keep him out of my DRS zone. Hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, now so let's put it into Rich. Keep it into Rich for a little bit. purple through 6-1. Could we get a new fastest lap time? Let's find out, guys. As there's 5 laps remaining here. Laps, 4 laps remaining then, guys. 4 laps remaining now.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
4 laps of fuel remaining as well. So far we're doing well to keep Kim Raikkonen behind us, guys. Lap 13 and 3 laps remaining, and Daniel Ricciardo is going to try and go into pole position. We get pushed off the track there. As we see yellow flags in sector 2 there. Laps remain here, guys. 2 laps. One of the Sauber cars that pitted there. Ericsson and Marcus Ericsson. As we enter the final lap now then guys, final lap of this Grand Prix. Flags are waving. Season to kick it off with F1 2018 my career on season 4 round number 1, and we are going to get home at Australia unless Dan can call up and do something about it. Here we go then guys, season 4, round number 1 for the Australian Grand Prix, and we win it. Brilliant stuff.
Here they are then, coming into Parc Fermé, and an excellent win for the Williams team. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Williams are your winners today. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. King takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I have to give it to King. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie-down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. Appreciate your time.
Just wanted to say congrats on the podium. It's thoroughly deserved. We were sweating those last few laps on the pit wall, but you brought it home.
We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
Alright then guys, so next time I will see you will be in Bahrain. Thank you so much for watching guys of Season 4, Round number 1. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Enjoy, guys.